Hello everybody, how is everyone? Thank you for coming to my YouTube channel, which is called New Some, and thank you for hearing out to me and listening to my content. I hope you're enjoying it, and please do leave any feedback or any suggestions that you would like to be seen. Thank you. So the holy month of Ramadan will be starting this week for all the Muslims around the world. And just like the Christian and Jewish faiths who have already celebrated Easter and Passover at a distance, so will Ramadan virtually. So what is Ramadan? Ramadan is the 9th month of the Islamic calendar, which is observed by Muslims globally. And through the whole month, fasting takes place from the beginning of dawn till the end of sunset. All the Muslims gather with one another, with their families, friends, or at the mosques to have communal iftars and dinners after each day of fasting. And then at the night, there are special nightly prayers held, which is called the Tarawih, that takes place mainly in the mosque. And along with daily prayers, reciting the Quran, giving charity, and maintain and reflecting with the spiritual relationship with God. Now, all such gatherings will force to be taken at home virtually at a social distance level rather than personally, because Muslims are planning virtual iftars as most countries remain under some sort of lockdown measures and social distancing because of COVID-19. All this in order to prevent any large gatherings. In Windsor, Connecticut, Sarah Farid-Chaudhry, who is a clinical nutritionist, she is planning e-iftars. Now, Sarah has just published an e-cookbook just in time for Ramadan with healthy cooking of Middle Eastern and South Asian recipes. And Sarah and her husband are planning to cook and drop off the food that they are making from a safe distance to their friends and family, so they can all share that same meal over Zoom in real time during Ramadan. In New York, Imam Suhaib Webb, he is organizing virtual events also for every night of Ramadan, which he calls BYOI, which stands for Bring Your Own Iftar. So Imam Webb, who is an adjunct professor at New York University, who also runs his own religious education website, he said that there is a need to find other options to gathering around one table for the sake of people's mental and emotional health. Each will bring your own iftar, and the event will begin about an hour before sundown with a religious lesson, discussion, and prayer. Imam Webb said that you don't need to necessarily feed people with food. Sometimes you can feed people with your presence and by praying with the people. Now, since 2013, in Britain, the Ramadan Tent Project has been hosting open iftar dinners around the country. And this year's Ramadan venues will be now shifted towards the internet. So the group is planning to host the largest virtual iftar under the hashtag #MyOpenIftar. So while they cannot give food and drinks, they're offering iftar packs with recipes, decorations including such as balloons, a Ramadan trivia game, and mental and spiritual health tips on Ramadan, and also as well as COVID-19. In Egypt, for hundreds of years, there has been a tradition of setting up charity iftar tables in the streets at sundown. And actually in 2018, according to Al-Azhar University, which is the world's leading seat of Sunni Islamic teachings, they said that about 3 million Egyptians broke their fast daily at charity iftar tables in Egypt. And last year, Egypt set the Guinness World Record for the longest Ramadan iftar table, measuring at more than 3,189 meters long. Now, caterers such as Mohammed Balba, who used to host iftar dinners for more than 24 farm workers in Egypt, he is now giving the food vouchers to be used at supermarkets for farm workers, and help also deliver meal boxes through a charity organization. Now, all these little types of efforts that we are bringing in will definitely bring in more unity to the Muslim community, spiritually and mentally. Thank you guys, and happy Ramadan.